up against Romania. So this is how Group A stands at the moment. And, well, it's all been settled in terms of the three teams that have qualified, I should say, with Israel topping the group. They're 5-0. They've been absolutely magnificent so far. Spain currently in second position, and Poland currently in third. Unfortunately for Romania, they have now been eliminated with a game to spare. They knew that they had to beat Israel back on Friday to stand any chance of making it through. But although they put up a really good fight, actually, they ultimately lost out in a relatively close one, 79 points to 71. So Israel have guaranteed themselves going through as group winners. There is still a little bit of a battle on for second place, though, between Spain and Poland. If Spain were to lose today and Poland were to win, then Poland would go through in second spot. Spain would go through in third spot. That is down to their head-to-head record, because in the two games that Spain and Poland have played against each other, Spain beat Poland by just a solitary point the last time they played, whereas the first time they played, Poland beat Spain by 11 points. So that is how it all stands, as the teams are just going to be announced here. Of course, the draw for EuroBasket will be determined by FIBA ranking, so it is still important to win the game, get the best position in the group in order to maintain or try and improve their FIBA rankings, because obviously the higher you are in the FIBA ranking system, the chances are that you'll get a better draw in the group phase of EuroBasket. There is the hugely experienced Sergio Scariolo, the Italian manager, or Italian coach of the Spanish national team. So the two teams have been introduced. Before we go any further, we will just pause for the national anthems. So national anthems complete, and we are just 5 minutes or so away from tip-off here, with Spain and Israel playing their final game in qualifying. It's been a long old road, hasn't it, since the first window started pretty much a year or so ago to the day. February 2020, then had a window in November as well. I mean, they've just done so well to be able to play all of these windows, considering what on earth has been going on in the world over the last 12-18 months. There are the three officials. We have Igor Mitrovski of North Macedonia, Andris Ankroches of Latvia, and Zdravko Rutesic of Montenegro, overseeing today's game. Well, the last time these two sides met, it was back at the end of November last year. It did go the way of Israel, 95 points to 87. Look at the stats coming into this game. Israel just shooting the ball slightly better from both two-point range and three-point range, and also from the foul line as well. Spain very much out-rebounding Israel. 41 rebounds on average for Spain, 34 for Israel. This is the Israel starting five. They go with Blatt, Menko, Cohen, Ginat and Yifta Ziv. So plenty of talent in that starting five. Tamir Blatt especially looks like he's got eyes in the back of his head sometimes, the passes that he makes. And Jake Cohen is always a presence on both ends of the floor, the big man for Israel. Plenty of experience there as well with David Katach, the Israeli head coach. Spain have a nice mixture of youth and experience in their roster, looking perhaps to try and give a few players a little more minutes than maybe they usually would. They go with Brizuela, Puero, Pino, Barrero, Ferran Bassas and Orian Pauli. So again, a nice mixture really of youth and experience. Brizuela has been averaging 12.8 points a game. And there is Sergio Scariolo. Been coaching since 1989. He first took over Vuele Pesaro back in Italy. He's the Toronto Raptors assistant coach as well. They actually announced last October, just, 4 or 5 months ago, that Sergio Scariolo will remain as the head coach of the Spanish national team right the way through to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. So it's definitely still a long-term process for Scariolo and the Spanish team. Spanish team who have had so much success at EuroBasket in recent years. You've actually got to go all the way back to 2005 for the last time they didn't finish with a medal. They won it in 2009, 2011 and 2015. Picked up the silver medal in 2007 and the bronze medal in 2013. And the last time EuroBasket was held back in 2017. So they have just been a force to be reckoned with. They were brilliant to watch in 2017. It's maybe a little bit surprising that they only finished third. As for Israel, they're a constant presence at EuroBasket. It's been quite some time since they didn't qualify. 1991, you've got to go back to the last time they didn't actually make it to EuroBasket. But their best finish of recent years has been 7th, and that was all the way back in 2003. Finished 21st in the 2017 edition. But there's been no doubting the way that they have gone about their business so far in the qualifying campaign here. Played 5, won 5. And now they can just play with complete freedom because they know no matter what happens here today, they will go through Group A as group winners. So it's a pretty nice position to be in. Don't know how much onus Spain will put on wanting to finish in second position, but of course every team will want to win every single game they play, whether it's a dead rubber or not. So here we go then, the long road of qualifying is slowly coming to an end. It is the final game day for Spain and Israel. Can Spain get their revenge from their 95 points to 87 defeat when they met back in November? It's Israel who control the tip, and we are off and running. Good ball movement already, and Jake Cohen proving a threat immediately. And draws the foul. Well, they've been pretty good from the foul line throughout qualifying, of Israel shooting the free throw at 81.1%, so that is a pretty healthy number, 10% higher than Spain. And Cohen makes no mistake with both, so Israel off and running. Now the three. Just a little too much on it. Have another go here, Spain. Good defense. Tome Ginat getting his body in the way. Trying to pass the ball quickly here, Spain. Here is Pauli, just pulls up, throws the two. Barrero with the rebound, kicks it back out. Now the three goes up. A little too short. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Spaniards. It's going to be important for them today. Here is Ferran Bassas, plenty of experience with Bassas. The shot clock is down to three. He's got to get the shot away here. Just about gets it away in time and nails it as well. Had to be patient. They'll be pretty happy with the way that they're rebounding early on here, Spain. Plenty of offensive rebounds already. Here goes Ginat down the other end of the floor, and he gets the roll. So Tome Ginat with his first points. And now they've got the steal. Great work by Yiftaziv, and throws it down with authority. Great anticipation, wasn't it, from Yiftaziv? Just read the play so well. A foul down the other end of the floor. Plenty of time to line this three up. Just can't quite get their range at the moment, Spain. Dario Brizuela off the mark there. He's had a pretty decent qualifying campaign with 12.8 points so far. Has played the most games out of any Spanish player. This is his 6th game, so he's played all of them. Bassas. Doesn't have too much help here. I think he's going to have to try and go alone. Can't quite make the layup. Who was the last touch off? It was off Spain. So Israel get possession back. Remember to get involved with us as well. Hashtag EuroBasket is where you can find us. Let us know your thoughts on how you feel this qualifying campaign has gone and what you think is going to happen actually in the tournament proper when it gets underway in over a year's time from now. It's a shame that it has had to be put back to 2022, but the right decision. We hope and pray that we'll be able to have full crowds and a proper spectacle as it should be. Oh, nearly able to get another steal, Yiftaziv. Already got one so far today. Here's Bassas. Shot clock is down to 4. Bassas gets it back. It's a lovely pass from Ferran Bassas. And easily put away by Jonathan Barrero. Here's Tamir Blatt. And Jake Cohen. 3 goes up. Both sides just struggling with their range from beyond the arc in the early stages here. So Bassas draws the foul. Foul goes on Guinat. Guinat heads to the bench. Second foul already for Guinat, so just trying to look after him. In comes Roman Sorkin. He was superb a couple of days ago. Had a great game, including one very special highlight play as well. And he's called on a travel, so Spain will turn it over. Here's Yiftaziv. Now Tamir Blatt, screen set by Sorkin. Blatt, it's a beautiful pass underneath. Oh, he's fouled. He just couldn't make the 2. Be disappointed not to. Jake Cohen, be thinking that should have been an and 1. Cohen remains perfect from the line. Solid start this from Israel. Absolutely no sign of any kind of lapse in concentration or lack of intensity, which sometimes you can get almost subconsciously. You're not intending to, but when you know that you're already going through as group winners, can sometimes just affect you mentally, but certainly no signs of that early on. That's a nice finish high up off the glass from Brizuela. Pass down the floor to Sorkin. Good transitional defense though from Spain, and now the fast break is on for Spain. That's really nice. He's fouled and won. Talk about a fast break. It was one end of the floor to the other in the blink of an eye. And Barrero is fouled and will head to the line for the chance of a three-point play. Can't quite complete it, but we're all leveled up, 8 points each. Menko spots a gap, kicks it back out. Now the 3 goes up, still both sides struggling from three-point range. Bruthuela has it stolen from Jake Cohen. And now Tamir Blatt tries to really increase the tempo, play the pass down the floor, but that was easily picked off. Now plenty of time to knock down the three. And Spain have the lead. It's in a really nice rhythm. Shooting that three did Ferran Bassas. Sorkin. Just back off. Roman Sorkin. And the two unhappy, giving him an open look from three-point range. Yiftaziv's just going to have to throw one up here with the shot clock counting down. Oh, and he's made it right on the buzzer. Good work from Yiftaziv. He's up to 4. Here's Fran Guerra. Guerra to Barrero. Again, that shot clock is down to 2. He's got to get it away. He does, and draws the foul, and 1. Great work from Fran Guerra. Waited as long as he possibly could there to get the shot away, but when he did, it was a good one. And there was a foul as well. And again, just can't quite convert on the three-point play. Just over 3.5 to go in this opening quarter. Spain 13, Israel 10. And an offensive foul, so Israel will turn it over just as he was about to shoot that three. So Roman Sorkin, the man called on it. Another foul has been called. Couldn't quite see what happened there. It was just out of camera shot. Either way, Israel back in possession. Pass across the floor. Here's Weiss. Now Carter. Carter looking to try to go to work. That's a really nice pass. Got the shot away just in time, but it was somewhat of a rushed one in the end. And now the foul is called. So foul goes on Spencer Weiss. And a trip to the line for Dario Bruthuela. Still relatively young in his basketball career, Bruthuela. He's only 26 years of age, turned 26 late last year as well. Part of the Spanish under-20 European Championship side that won the silver medal all the way back in 2014. So Spain leading by 5. Just over 2.5 to go in this opening quarter. This will be a 2 if it goes, which it does. Nice from Yamada. Oh, Spain are doing such a great job. It's another big-time play from Fran Guerra. Just so lethal, isn't he, in those kind of areas. Now, can they finally convert on a three-point play here? Yes, they can. Good work from Guerra. It's proving a bit of a handful in the early stages. 5 points, 2 for 2 from the field. Spain now leading by 6. And that'll be another offensive foul. Plenty of turnovers from both teams early on. So Yamada called on this one. It's Jaime Fernandez. It's another offensive foul. Well, this is all just getting a little scrappy. It's 11 turnovers combined so far in this first quarter. 6 for Israel, 5 for Spain. Here's Mada. Mada kicks it back out. Thought he could have actually just thrown up the layup there, Mada. Decides to get the shot away. Well, he had to with the shot clock counting down, but it wasn't a particularly good look. So makes the first, Mikel Salvo. Too much on the second, and Sorkin brings down the rebound. Just under 90 seconds to go. There is Carter. Comes from good basketball stock, does Carter. I think his foot was just inside the line there. Would have been a 2 had it have gone. Salvo turns down the 3, instead gives it to Guerra. Tried to feed it back into Guerra, who a little fortuitously actually picked up the loose ball, but then couldn't make the layup. Here's Mada. Carter, who is fouled. And Ben Carter will head to the line and shoot 2. Yes, Dad Mike Carter was a professional basketball player for 17 years. With 13 of those 17 years in Israel. Family relocated to Las Vegas when he was relatively young, so it was Mike, his dad, who coached him whilst they were growing up. He was playing for the Las Vegas Lakers on the AAU circuit. So another trip to the stripe here for Mikel Salvo. Who misses both. Last few minutes, both teams have just been lacking a little bit of fluency. Here is Sorkin. Sorkin spinning and his way towards the hoop, draws the foul. So Guerra called on his first. Sorkin makes the first. Big man is Roman Sorkin, 2 meters 10. Another who decided to go down the college route in the States, went to the University of Oregon. Did Roman Sorkin. 1 second to get the shot away to try and finish the first quarter in style. But a little wayward. And at the end of one, it's so far so good for Spain. They lead Israel 19 points to 13. Well, Spain shooting at 60%, Israel at 50%, but both teams you can see struggling from beyond the arc. Just one made three-pointer for both of them. And Spain down below 50% from the free throw line. Here are the highlights from the opening quarter. Yeah, confirmation that the EuroBasket app is, of course, available to download. It's completely free. Guide you through the rest of qualifying and just keep you up to date with the latest news in the build-up to the tournaments. You get all the latest news and highlights on that app. Available to download on whatever device you may have. So don't forget to check that out. But it's Spain who have the lead as the second quarter gets underway. 19 points to 13. Israel with the opening possession in the second. It's Tamir Blatt. Now Cohen, that's a good pass from Cohen. Weiss lines up the three. And still, Israel yet to make a three-point shot. Granted, it's only their third attempt. Yeah, gets the roll. That's nicely done from Jaime Fernandez. Just keep nudging that scoreboard for Spain. Of course, it would guarantee them second spot if they were to beat Israel here today, as Cohen just about gets that right-hand hook shot to go. Sergio Scariolo wanting a little more intensity from his Spanish players. Foul is called, bucket won't count. So Guy Panini called on his first foul. And they've got the steal. Second steal as Blatt throws one up. So Fernandez now called on his first. Here's Cohen. Straight into the very capable hands of Tamir Blatt, who makes the layup and one. Great penetration from Blatt, just increase in acceleration there. Just drove in. And a good finish in traffic. So Blatt's unable to convert on the three-point play as well. Son of David Blatt, of course, as the three goes up. Another three off target. Really struggling, both teams, with their three-point shot right now. A lot of fouls early on in this second quarter as well. Spain already with no more to give. Blatt kicks it back outside. That's a great pass and a completely open look, but still can't manage to capitalize on that. And now here comes Spain with Fernandez. Now Pada. Fernandez again, kicks it out. The three is good. And maybe that will get Spain going from beyond the arc. It's just their second three-point shot. Israel still yet to have one. Guignat. Maybe it'll come now. Great ball movement, and Guy Panini comes up short. Offensive rebound, though, straight into the hands of Blatt. Another three, and another three off target. Foul is called. Foul goes on Spencer Weiss. Here's Fernandez. Shot clock down to 3. And they've got the steal, Israel. Doesn't have a huge amount of pace here, Jake Cohen, to try and spring the fast break. So it just allowed Spain to get bodies back and try to throw it into the corner, but it's a good steal by Orostegi. And that's beautiful. Joel Parra with the jump shot. And a timeout is called by Israel. They trail by 9, 26 points to 17.
אנחנו עושים עבודה טובה, אנחנו נותנים להם כל העיבודי כדור האלה. מה עם הספייסינג? שחק, פשוט, מסרת, פשוט. תתקנו את הספייסינג. פה, 1, 2, 3. פשוט, יש לנו יתרון. גם בפאפ-אאוט הזה, הם עושים אגרסיב נקסט. Just pass the ball, swing it and keep the spacing. Keep it simple. בוא נגיע לבטוח שתומר עושה את הפתוח. הנה, הם עושים אייס. הם עושים אייס. The ice it, we run the four. After the end of, be ready. The wicked, second big guy read it. One dribble, short roll and continuation. Also the chin is good. Just on the chin when you pass the ball to the second big guy, cut, separation. Let's go.
So plenty of time still remaining in this second quarter. Spain with a 9-point lead, just under 7 minutes to go. And Yiftaziv in possession for Israel. It's Tamir Blatt. Jake Cohen. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, though, and doesn't get the roll. Another offensive rebound, and eventually Tomer Ginat puts it back. So Ginat up to 4. 7 second chance points each team so far. And it looks as though Spain will turn it over here. Joel Parra, the man called on the offensive foul. That's a really good pass and just a little too zealous with the defense. So the foul is called. And the trip to the stripe. Makes one of the two, Tomer Ginat. Pretty steady operator is Ginat. Averaging 7.3 points, 4.5 rebounds in qualifying. It's good defense from Israel, really strong. Tamir Blatt can bring down the rebounds. Lead is 6. Tomer Ginat again. That's a nice finish. Running away to his left-hand side, but having to shoot to his right, always tricky. Made it look pretty simple. Pretty obvious one there, right in front of the official. So timeout calls by Spain.
Ferran por Jaime, ¿vale? De puño 3. ¿Ok? Vienen dentro, nos acoplamos. Es muy importante que los pequeños ayuden en el rebote. Muy importante. Y que los grandes cierren el rebote con más fuerza. Ir al contacto. Cuando hay un salto, cuando hay una penetración, saltar vertical arriba. Saltar vertical. No quedaros así para recibir el contacto y encima hacer la falta. Estamos un poco menos defendidos. Tenemos que ser un poquito más agresivos y duros, ¿vale? Puño 3. En ataque. L abajo y en general. Transibote, pulgar. Los pulgares con... Estos están así. No queremos esto, queremos esto. ¿Vale? Dentro.
Vamos al fondo también, ¿eh? Va, 1, 2, 3. Hay espacio en el fondo.
So Poland-Romania still to come in this group. That'll be tipping off in around 2.5 hours time from now. Remember, if Israel were to beat Spain here, then Poland could beat Romania to finish second in the group behind Israel, and then bump Spain down to third. So even though all three of the teams, Spain, Israel and Poland, have qualified, still a little bit to play for, potentially giving them a slightly easier group when EuroBasket eventually does get underway. Three-pointer goes up, the three-pointer goes down. It's a nice shot straight up the inbound pass. And pushes the lead back up to 7. Arostegi is up to 6. 2 for 2 from the fields. Here's Tamir Blatt. And they will give that one back to Spain. So Noam Dovrat and Ben Carter, Rafael Menko all on the floor for Israel. Ziv Cohen and Nini have subbed out. Only 3 seconds left on the clock here. Just going to have to spin and get the shot away. Alonso does just that. Can't get it to go, but a foul is called. A little bit bemused, the Israelis there. So Joel Parra, the man at the line. Still 4.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Again, it's just been a little bit scrappy. A lot of fouls conceded from both sides. One of the youngsters in this Spanish side is Joel Parra, turns 21 in about 2 months' time. Pushes that Spain lead to 9. And Israel have turned it over. Oh, I think he just lost his footing there. I don't think there was any malice in that. That's their equal biggest lead of the game so far for Spain. They haven't quite had a double-digit lead as of yet, but got an opportunity to do so now. So Arostegi, the man at the line, he shot the ball well so far today. That's well done. Grab the rebound. Couldn't quite make the most of that from the stripe. Tamir Blatt lines up the 3 from a long way out. Can't get it to go. Correa grabs his 3rd rebound. And now the chance to try and make it a double-digit lead for the first time. And it's exactly what he does. Ferran Bassas with the 3. And the lead is up to 12. Still Israel yet to make a 3-point shot until now. Right on cue. Adam Ariel, the man who changes that. Great response off the three from Bassas down the other end of the floor. And Adam Ariel off and running. Got the steal here, Israel, and now the fast break is on, led by Tamir Blatt. Blatt, that's really nice, in the corner for back-to-back threes. Can't get it, and Para is there to bring down the rebounds. Bassas, a lot of time here. He's just made a three, but can't make another. Ben Carter with his first rebounds. Now they've got the steal, Spain, and now so much time to throw it down. And Para is up to 6. 5 rebounds as well for the youngster. So just about 3 minutes to go. Israel call timeout.
כל ההפרש הזה, אני לא יודע מה אנחנו משחקים, אני לא יודע מה אנחנו עושים. כל משחק פשוט. מה הבעיה להגיע לשתי פינות ישר? כל הזמן, אותו דבר נגד רומניה, רק לחותך, 2 מסירות, פעמיים. באיך ששומרים אותנו, אם הפינות שלנו לא מגיעים, אנחנו מחטיאים מהפינה, הכל בסדר. יש לך זריקה מהפינה, זרוק. אם לא, מסר את הכדור.
אל תתחייב עמוק מדי, כי פה הכל צפוף. קבלו את ההחלטה פה.
הם שומרים גבוה, 3-2. לא תמיד יהיה לנו את זה. אוקיי? לא תמיד. אז אתה נכנס פה לגב, הגבוה, אם מקדרים לפה, הגבוה הולך ככה, ואם מוצאים, מיד מתחילים ווינג טו עם אנדר דיפנס, פה טרנזישן.
יאללה. על מי?
So Spain once again with a double-digit lead, 11 points the lead, just over 2.5 to go. Here's Ginat. Ginat throws up the floating jump shot. Spain looking to respond, and they do just that. Mada. Jan Mada, he tried to bounce it into Ginat. You could see the idea. Just lacking in the execution. Now Bassas, that's a good pass out to the corner. Had a lot of time to try and knock that three down. It's Jan Mada again for Israel. A lot of traffic to try and get through, but they still manage it. Good finish with the left hand from Ben Carter. His first points of the game. The three, too much on it. Foul is called though. So Franco Era at the line, 7 points, make that 8 points today. Go alongside his 4 rebounds, 3 for 5 from the field, so shot the ball pretty well. Ten-point lead again. Here is Mada. Guinat comes out and sets the screen. Oh, now Guinat's hands fail him. And that's a pretty cheap turnover from Israel. Possession straight back with Spain. Already looking to see where his next move was before making sure that he had the ball safe. Here is Pauli. Now Bassas. The clock winding down. Oh, he tried to send it out to the corner. Jonathan Barrera was waiting, but it's just tipped out of bounds, so they have 1.9 seconds left on the clock. That's a really poor inbound pass, and now the fast break is on. No one back there for Spain, and an easy two. That wasn't a great play from Spain. Dovrat, the man with the two, after the steal from Guinat. Now the three from the top of the key is good. Dario Brizuela knocks it down. He's up to 9. Another assist for Ferran Bassas, 5 assists for him. Oh, now the runway just opens up. Can't make the layup. Now Dovrat for 3. No good. As the buzzer goes for half-time, and it is Spain who will be the happier of the two. They started brightly, and at the half-time break, they lead by 11. It's 42 points to 31. Yeah, well, Israel and Spain have both shot the two pretty well, both up above 60%, but Israel's three-point shot desperately letting them down. They're being out-rebounded by the Spanish, out-assisted as well, 6 steals apiece. It's Brizuela and Guinat who lead the way, both with 9 points, led and ably supported by the likes of Guerra and Cohen. I'll leave you with the highlights. Make sure you're back in 10.
Cordinier drives in. Oh, and look at this. The dunk contest has broken out. A reverse slam by Cordinier. Wow. This is a dunk of the night.
Zahor has it, 5 on the clock. He's going to have to go here. He's looking around. Oh, lovely spin. Zahor, thunder jam to the baseline. What a finish from Jonas Zahor. Great work from him.
Still close to the midway point of the second quarter. Down by 5. Another live wire move from Seamus Hazard. What an explosive burst to the basket.
Robertson, great pass from Robertson. Oh my goodness me. Get out of the way. What a play from Keenan Kamenyas. And this, the very best of the lot. That is huge.
Oh, he does. And Germany weren't there. Nelson catches it. He goes in. He puts it up. Unbelievable. What a play. What a way to win it for Great Britain. Strudel and his coaching staff, they drew up a play, and Luke Nelson delivered one of the greatest shots of his career.
So welcome back, everybody, to the Gliwice Arena here in Poland. Group A just finishing off this evening. Spain up against Israel, and following this one, Poland taking on Romania. The three teams that know that they're already guaranteed their spot at EuroBasket: Spain, Israel and Poland. Romania have been eliminated, but there's just a little bit to play for in terms of the finishing placings in the group. Israel know that they will go through as group winners, but if Spain were to win here this evening, then Spain would guarantee their spot in second position, whereas if Spain lose against Israel today, then if Poland beat Romania later, then Poland would finish in second and Spain would drop down to third. So that is the scenario in Group A. And at half-time, it's so far so good for Spain, because they lead Israel 42 points to 31. So second half just about to get underway then. Some good performances. See there Tome Ginat, the number 41 for Israel. He's got 9 points, 4 rebounds and a couple of assists as well. Spain, it's been Dario Brituela, who also has 9 points. Fran Guerra's had a good game as well, 8 points and 4 rebounds for him. And it's Spain with the opening possession in this third quarter. Immediate foul on Noam Dovrat. Nearly back over the half court. Tip back out for Brituela. Shot clock is down to 4. Gets the shot away, but the whistle had already gone. Here's Jake Cohen. Now Tamir Blatt. Blatt lines up the 3. Well, Israel really struggled from beyond the arc in that first half. They only made 1 3-pointer. As you can see, they are now 2 for 11. So that is something that I'm sure their coach was talking about during that halftime break. Try and shoot that 3 with a little more conviction. Oh, and another goes down. And all of a sudden, it's back-to-back 3s for Israel. They've made more 3s in the opening minute and 10 seconds of the second half than they made in the entirety of the first half. And Israel have closed that gap to 7. Up way short with that one. Jake Cohen with the rebound. Straight into the hands of Blatt, looking to try and really up the tempo. That's a nice little fake, and then another 3. Adam Ariel hits his second 3 of the game. And what a start it has been for Israel. They have gone out to a 9-2 lead in this third quarter. And that double-digit lead is back down to 4 as Spain call timeout.
Al final, el último segundo no es para jugar uno contra uno y tirar un pull-up, a menos que no tengamos un mismatch claro, ¿vale? De último segundo. Antes intentemos otro bloqueo directo, ¿vale? Que se defendió por el fin, ¿vale? Y esta bajada, y esa blandura contra Blatt, y esa blandura contra Cote. Hemos dicho de salir blandos, como se yo he dicho, salir blandos al campo. como hace 2 meses. Hemos concedido todos tiros abiertos. Por desconcentración, por no estar ahí metidos. Dar vueltas abajo otra vez.
Oye, vamos.
Venga, 1, 2, 3. Concentración. Venga, concentración.
Well, a very wise timeout taken by Sergio Scariolo there, because Israel were really looking in a groove. 3 threes already to start off this third quarter. And Spain looking to add one of their own. Can't get it to go, and it's Ginat who brings down his 5th rebound. Here's Cohen. Tamir Blatt back to Jake Cohen. They really fancy it now from 3-point range, but just too much on that one. Pauli. Nice pass. Pauli gets it back. Pauli with so much time to line up this one. No good. Guerra with the rebound. Guerra's fouled on his way up, and he will shoot 2. Has been a handful today, as Fran Guerra. 9 points, 5 rebounds. 3 for 5 from the field as well. Just makes 1 of the 2 from the line there. Here's Cohen. To Dovrat. Dovrat's a good pass, and I think was so keen to make the steal. Commits the foul. It's a great inbound pass. Couldn't make the finish on the reverse, but they've got it back here, Israel. That's a really nice dish. And Ginat does the rest. And Spain turn it over. Offensive foul is called. And Israel with a chance to try and tie this game up. Has not been a good start. Fran Guerra, the man called on it. Outscored 11 points to 3 so far in this third quarter. Still plenty of time to go, though, of course. Cohen, it's a nice pass. Gets it back, Cohen, right from the top of the key, but comes up short. Rebound by Pauli. And a foul. Tried just to penetrate through that gap. Well, he's just got to be careful here, Sergio Scariolo, that he doesn't pick up a technical. So Brizuela makes the first. Into double digits. Dario Brizuela today, 12 points. Now 13. There's Ginat. Oh, what a shot, what a play. And one. The chance of a 4-point play, and Adam Ariel is on fire right now. He is up to 9. All 9 of them have come from beyond the arc. And how about that? It's Brithwaite who was so eager to try and close him out. And it is raining threes from an Israel perspective in the opening 3 and a bit minutes of this third quarter. And they can close to within 1. 4-point play complete. That 11-point halftime lead has nearly been evaporated in 3 and a bit minutes. Here is Brithwaite. Brithwaite, oh, it's a little lucky that Spain have kept hold of it there. They've only got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. As it was tipped out of bounds, they nearly grabbed the steal. Got to get the shot away, and now he's fouled, throwing one up. And Ferran Bassas has done so well there. He knew he was in a bit of a pickle. He just drew the contact. Very clever from Bassas. 6 points, 5 assists so far for him today. And makes 2 of the 3. Still just a 1-possession game, though. Here's Cohen. Cohen draws the foul. Once again, both sides finding themselves in the penalty with plenty of time to go in this third quarter. 6 minutes still. Guerra's just picked up his 4th foul as well, so no surprise to see him head to the bench. One-point game, 49 points to 48. Ferran Bassas. Spain just about able to keep hold of it. Shoots the 3 over the defense, can't get it to go. The rebound is brought under by Adam Ariel. Had a really good impact, Adam Ariel off the bench here today. 10 points. Bassas called on the foul, so Yifta Ziv heads to the line. Makes 1 of the 2. Had to be strong with the rebound there, Ruben Guerrero Pino. Brithwaite. Brithwaite again, steps back, thought about throwing the 3. That's a good pass, good ball movement this from Spain. Will it end in a 3? No, it won't. And Israel are able to bring down the rebounds. Tamir Black nearly threw it away. Black gets it back and draws the foul. So Ben Carter back on the floor for Israel. Jake Cohen is subbed out as Tamir Blatt lines up a couple of free throws here, draws Israel level, and now a chance to go ahead. They've spent most of this game behind, have Israel. They've only led for 3 minutes and 59 seconds so far in this, and they still can't lead there. Pauli. Bassas, shot clock's down to 2. That's good defense, but he still is able to make the 2s. Good work from Ferran Bassas, who I think just had a little word at the referee there, asking why there was no foul as well. He did well to make the layup. Now Carter, mid-range jump shot, just comes up short. Chance for Spain to try and start increasing that lead once again through Bassas, who is off target with the 3. And then they draw the foul. Good work from Spain, good hustle. So David Katach has been called on a technical foul. Unable to make the most of that, Spain, as Dario Brizuela misses the free throw. I thought Sergio Scariolo was a little fortunate to get away with not giving a technical foul earlier on in this game. Certainly letting the referee know exactly what he thought. So Pauli makes one of the 2. 3-point lead again for Spain. Just over 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. It's brilliant ball movement, and just can't quite get it to go, but he grabs his own rebound and does put it back. Good aggressive basketball though. So Yifta Ziv up to 6. Again, a 1-point game. Arostegi. Shot clock is down to 2. Arostegi couldn't make the 2, but he will shoot 2. So Jake Cohen back in. Again, just 1 of 2 from the line. Neither team has been particularly great from the foul line so far today, as he's fouled, makes it and 1. Brilliant finish. Dovrat, who's had a pretty good second half so far. Yeah, Spain down at 48% from the foul line today. Israel at 55%, and Israel leads. As I said, they've not led for too much of this game, but deep inside the third, they have themselves a 2-point advantage, 54 points to 52. As the three goes up, well, they haven't led for long. Immediately cancelled out with the three. Beautiful shot in rhythm, wasn't it there? Arostegui up to 9, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc for Xabi Lopez Arostegui. Guy Nini drawing the foul. Foul goes on Sergi Garcia. Rebound by Pino. All tied up, 55 points each. Relatively lengthy third quarter this, because both sides got in foul trouble early on in this third quarter. There's been a lot of trips to the line as the three goes up by Sergi Garcia. Offensive rebound, back outside, and foul is called. So Fernandez makes both. Here is Ziv. Ziv thought he was going to throw the three out. That's a brilliant pass, though, from Ziv. Just no panic there. Simple bounce pass. And Jake Cohen did the rest. Cohen up to 13. Now Israel have got the steal, a chance to lead again. The pass behind the back. Cohen comes and sets the screen. Ziv trying to work off that. Dovrat for three. No good. Big rebound from Jake Cohen, though. Second chance here for Israel. And a foul goes on Parra. So Israel leading by one. Maybe a bit of a dead rubber this, but both sides still desperate to win it. Certainly Spain to guarantee their spot in second position. The three look good in the air, but Cohen is able to bring down the rebounds. Israel's biggest lead in this game has been just 4. Chance to potentially equal that here. Yifta Ziv. Kicks it back out. It's a great pass. Panini turned down a three, and that's good defense from Spain. Jonathan Barrero with the steal. Fernandez just slowing things down inside the final 60 seconds of this third quarter. And Spain will keep hold of it. Seven seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Fernandez. And now they have got the steal again here, Israel. Cohen. This is good ball movement. Now Spencer Weiss lines up the three, comes up short. Big rebound from Jonathan Barrero. And a foul. So Ziv heads to the bench. Tamir Blatt back on the floor for Israel. As Jonathan Barrero lines up a couple of free throws here to try and edge Spain back in front. And makes them both. So 22 seconds left in this third quarter. Can Israel finish with a flourish? Oh, just able to keep hold of it, and he's able to make the pass, but Cohen can't make the layup, and now Spain with the chance to finish it with a three. Difficult shot, can't get it to go. But that's a pretty good third quarter from an Israel perspective. They outscore Spain by 10. It's a one-point game. Spain 59, Israel 58. Well, Spain doing a great job from two-point range, 67%. Israel down at 56%, but they did make 4 3-pointers in that quarter. Here's a look at the highlights. So the final quarter then of both Spain and Israel's qualification campaigns. And it looks as though we have a game which may come right down to the wire, because it's a one-point game at the moment. Spain 59, Israel 58. Who will finish their campaign in style? It's going to be Israel with the opening possession. Remember, Poland, Romania still to come. That tips off in an hour and a half's time from now. Only 2 tickets left to be had at EuroBasket coming into today. Here's Tamir Blatt. Blatt, oh, great pass from Tamir Blatt. What a play this is. Great block, though. Still able to keep hold of it and doesn't get the roll. It's a good defensive possession. Straight out of the blocks there from Spain. Here's Fernandez. Three seconds left. Ah, beautiful. Little Euro step. Nice play from Jonathan Barrero. Well, Spain would be disappointed with the way that they went about things in that third quarter. They've really allowed Israel back into this game, considering they led by 11 at half-time. Only led by 1 at the end of the third. So they're going to have to try and do it all over again, really. Here is Sergi Garcia. And Fernandez. Fernandez goes himself and lays it high up off of the glass. That's a good finish from Jaime Fernandez. He's up to 6. The lead is up to 5. Well, Israel just came out flying in that third quarter, didn't they? They just knocked down 3 threes in no time at all, but it's not quite the same start so far in this final quarter. Another steal for Spain. Just going to have a little review of this. The referees, don't know whether they're just checking to see whether it might be an unsportsmanlike foul. Hard to tell really from that kind of angle. Doesn't look like it. See what the referees decide. Yeah, just a personal foul. That's the right call. So still 21 seconds on the shot clock here for Spain, who lead by 5, so a good chance to try and increase that even further. Sergi Garcia. The foul is called. This time on Jake Cohen. Jonathan Barrero. Barrero drives inside and it's tipped back. Really good start to this final quarter by Spain. They've raced into a 6-0 lead. They've increased the lead to 7 in the game. Madder looking to try and change that, but again, he's off target. Offensive rebound, though, from Sorkin. Madder again. Madder drives to the baseline, tries to finish on the reverse. Great defense from Spain. Come out with a real intensity so far in this final quarter. Tamir Blatt now called on the foul. Once again, it looks as though Israel are going to be in a little bit of foul trouble pretty early on in this final quarter. So Israel called timeout.
צריך להתמודד עם הלחץ שלהם, אוקיי? להתמודד עם הלחץ שלהם. לרוץ את הקווים גבוה, לא משנה מה קורה, עושים סליפ בראשון. סליפ, ואחרי הריסקרין ממשיכים לתקוף. אוקיי? יש לך פאפ-אוט, אתה מקבל, יש לך שורט רול, צריך פשוט, יש קליעה, אם לא, אין נוקפים. אוקיי? לא למסור סתם מסירות, החמש מנסה לעשות דיניי. מאמץ אחרון, אנחנו מנצחים את המשחק. יאללה! אלה ישראל!
So Israel need to try and get themselves going again in this final quarter if they are to remain unbeaten in qualifying. (5-0) so far. It's looking a little bit in doubt here. Spain have started really well in this final quarter. Still just under 7.5 minutes to go. Kicks it back outside. And they will turn that over. Called on a travel. That's a great pass. Skinats, ooh, was fouled on his way up. Just couldn't make the two, but will head to the line. When he makes one of the two, nearly able to grab the offensive rebound there, Adam Ariel. He's a bit disappointed with himself that he didn't. Now lining up the three, comes up short. And Israel get the call. Yeah, Guerrero asking the referee, how on earth is that a foul on me? Yeah, he did just have a bit of a tug of the shirt initially. To make sure that he got across the half court in time there. Don't want to be giving away cheap turnovers like that. Roman Sorkin has been called on the offensive foul. He's led with the shoulder. So Spain back in possession with Sergi Garcia. 6-point lead. Just about 6.5 minutes to go. It's Garcia again. Now Brithwaila. Brithwaila fancies his luck from just beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, another chance here for Spain. Another three goes up, another three off target. Another offensive rebound. This is really good work from the Spaniards. Kicks it back outside. Did well to close him out there. That's a pretty good defensive possession from Israel. Disappointed to have given Spain so many second chance opportunities there, but Adostegi in the end just stepping out of bounds. That's a good finish. Back to a 4-point game. Still impossible to tell which way this one is going. And he misses the layup. Chance for Israel to make it a one-possession game again. Whistle is gone here. I think a technical has been called maybe on Coach Scariola. He's been, well, let's just say he's not backwards in coming forwards in giving his viewpoints to the referees. Still going. So they make the free throw, Israel. So it is just a one-possession game once again. And Israel back in possession. Excuse me, missed the free throw, Rafael Menko. So still a 4-point game as Tamir Blatt shoots the 3, comes up short. Another foul is called. That's a strong rebound from Adostegi. Well, they just back off him. They allow him the 3. Really struggling again with that 3-point shot in this final quarter of Spain. They've had quite a few decent looks so far. And they've just been unable to capitalize on them. And they're keeping Israel very much in touch. And Ariel lines up the 3. Well, he's made plenty of them today. 3 in total, but just a little wide with that one. And that's a really poor pass. Trying to go through a host of bodies there. 8th steal in the game for Israel as they line up the 3. Count it. Rafael Menko, his first points of the game. And it's back to a 1-point game. Brizuela. Spain keep hold of it. So Yifta Ziv back on the floor, as is Jake Cohen, as is Guy Panini. Out go Blatt, Ginat, and Ariel. Spain leading by 1. 4 minutes to go. Brizuela. Shot clock is down to 3, just pulls up, shoots the jumper, can't get it. Ziv brings down the rebound and a chance for Israel to take the lead once more. It was a slow start to this final quarter from the Israelis, but they've just grown into it as it's gone on. Here's Rafael Menko. Menko is going to turn it over. So Menko called on his fourth. Here's Bassas. That's a great pass, brilliant pass. Terrific vision, and the easiest of layups for Joel Parra. Still just a one possession game though. 3-point lead. Cohen turns down the three, instead gives it to Guy Panini. Just doesn't quite get the roll, but great work by Cohen. Gets the offensive rebound, puts it back. Israel back to within one. Another one off target, but great offensive rebound to give Spain a second opportunity, and they finally made a three. It's taken them a while in this final quarter. They've had many, many attempts. But finally one goes down, and they have a 4-point lead again. Dario Brizuela, the man to make it, but Israel respond with one of their own as Jake Cohen is up to 19. Is the big man. 19 points and 8 rebounds for him today. Back to a 1-point game. Drives inside, great block, but Spain are able to keep hold of it. Ferran Bassas. Into Guerra, that's a good finish from Frank Guerra. Another assist for Ferran Bassas. Apologies. Still watching the replay as Israel knocked down a three. And we're all tied up. 90 seconds to go. Spain 72, Israel 72. The fadeaway two is good. Who can hold their nerve coming down the stretch? Here's Tamir Blatz. Spain still have foul to give. They don't anymore. So Israel will have another 14 seconds on the clock. As Parra heads to the bench. Tomer Ginat back on the floor for Israel. If Ziv checks out. Israel's unbeaten run in some jeopardy here. Blatt to Cohen. Cohen turns down a three, instead drives inside. Draws the foul, and Cohen will head to the line and shoot two. So Barrero is fouled out. Fifth foul of the game for Jonathan Barrero. 6 points and 9 rebounds for him today. So his work is done. Cohen misses the first. Every one of these so important now. Had a chance to try and tie this game up again. Makes the second. So they move to within one. Brizuela. Called on a travel, so Israel back in possession. Pretty cheap turnover from Dario Brizuela there. So Israel with the chance to go ahead once again. Ginat, now Tamir Blatt. Has to try and shoot the three completely off balance and actually came relatively close to making it, but Spain are able to bring down the rebound, and this now a big possession for Spain. Can they go 3, maybe 4 points ahead here? There's 10 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Just trying to take out every second of this game, and in the end, they draw the foul. So an important trip to the line. Both free throws means Israel require a 3 to try and take us to overtime. It's as though the rangy figure of Pauli is going to check back into the game here. Oof, just about. Gets the first. And the second. Clutch from Ferran Bassas. Clench of the fist from him. A timeout is called by Israel. What are they going to draw up here? 3 points down, 20 seconds to go.
גיא, אתה מוציא את הכדור.
לא, לפנים הוא שואל.
לא, אדם. אתה פה, תמיר, ג'ק. יס.
מי עוד ג'ק?
רפי.
איפה רפי?
אדם, אתה הולך, רפי, אתה חותך ראשון, אדם, אתה הולך לתמיר. תמיר, אתה בא לפה, ומיד חוסם לג'ק. מי חוסם לג'ק? אדם. גיא, תסתכל את זה. רפי, אתה פה, בכל מקרה, סייפטי. בסדר? המסירה שלי לג'ק. המסירה לג'ק. אם יש סל, אם יש זריקה, לוקחים אותה. אם אין אותה, רפי, איך שהכדור הולך, אתה זז לפה. אוקיי? זז לפה, בארבע פתוח, ותמיד חוזר עם ג'ק לשחק. אם יחתנו...
So 16.5 seconds on the game clock. 14 seconds here for Israel. They need a 3-pointer to try and level this one up and potentially take us to overtime. Panini inbounds, finds Jake Cohen. Cohen shoots the 3, comes up way short, and Spain are able to grab hold of it. They get the rebound, and that is exactly what the Spaniards wanted. It was Jake Cohen who shot the 3. It wasn't a great look. And then in the end, Adam Ariel called on the foul. So a chance to try and put this game to bed here. Lopez Orostegui at the line. Makes the first. So they've made it a 2-possession game at least. That's what they were after. Makes them both. 5-point lead, 10 seconds to go. Another timeout called.
הנה, אתה לוקח את הכדור. תמיר, אתה הולך על תומר. תומר, אתה עושה חיתוך כמו לג'ק.
מה אני עושה?
אתה עושה חיתוך. יש? ג'ק, אתה מקבל את הכדור. מי אמרתי עוד? רפי. יש? תמיר. ג'ק מקבל את הכדור. אתה עושה פייק ובא לאנדופ לנסות לקלוע שלשה. יש? אם אין את זה, you go for תמיר ואתה פותח. אם אין לך את זה, אתה ממשיך, ותומר אתה פותח, תמיר איך שהוא הולך, אתה בא למעלה. הלאה, זריקה מהירה, אופנסיב ריבאונד, אלן!
Well, they need a quick make here, Israel, followed by a steal or a foul. It's going to be Guy Panini. Panini lines up the three, throws an air ball. They do get a second go at it here, Israel. Another three off target. And in the end, the buzzer goes. And Israel have finally been beaten in qualifying. Spain get the win, 78 points to 73. What that means is that Spain are guaranteed to finish in second position in Group A, after Israel will go through as group winners and Poland will definitely go through in third position no matter what happens in this evening's game against Romania. They had to work hard for it here, Spain. Israel just wouldn't go away, but in the end, the Spanish come out on top. It went right down to the wire, but they get the job done, and a nice way to finish their FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualification campaign. So they can now celebrate and look forward to the tournament starting properly. Of course, Spain's record at EuroBasket, quite extraordinary. Haven't finished outside the medals since 2005, remember. 3 wins in that time as well. My goodness, he'd be hitting the roof, he's throwing him up so high. Yeah, 2009 they were victorious. 2011 they backed it up, and 2015 the last time. These are the stats. Spain just shot the two much better than Israel. Both sides really struggled from three-point range. Out-rebounded Israel 47 to 39. A few more assists and a few more steals for the Israelis. It was Brizuela who led Spain with 18, supported by Bassas, and Cohen had a great game. He finished with 20. So we have one more game to bring you in this group. It sees Poland taking on Romania. That'll be tipping off in an hour from now. I will leave you with the highlights from this one, and hope to see you back in an hour's time.
כן, אני שומע.